Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHOBH's Kathy Hilton shines new light on Mauricio Umansky's feud with her husband Rick. Kathy Hilton thinks people may have blown some things out of proportion regarding the contentious relationship between her husband, Rick Hilton, and Kyle Richards' estranged husband, Mauricio Umansky. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star is setting the record straight about where she stands. Despite some bumps in the road, Kathy and Kyle appear to be doing much better. Kathy supported her sister through the difficult separation and even showed compassion for Mauricio too. Despite a little friendly shade here and there, overall she only had good things to say about him. And she's making it clear she has no problem with Kyle's ex. Kathy appeared on the podcast Call Her Daddy and talked about her decision to join RHOBH, why she can't join full-time, and her relationships with her family, notably Kyle and Mauricio. When asked by host Alexandra Cooper about the tension between Rick and Mauricio, Kathy said she thinks it was not what everyone thought. "I think that got taken out of context," Kathy said at the 1822 mark. "I like Mauricio, and I wish him the best. We had a lot of good times together. He's the father of my nieces, and I love my nieces. All of our children are like siblings, and it's really sweet." Rumors spread that Rick and Mauricio fell out because Mauricio left Hilton and Highland, Rick's real estate firm. Mauricio felt slighted after they didn't make him a partner, so he eventually left to form the agency. He admitted the move created some tension in the family, especially for Kyle. But in the end, it was all just business. And tension can exist in business without bleeding over into everything else. Kathy makes it clear she has no hard feelings for Mauricio, and even admits to holding out hope for reconciliation between Kyle and Mauricio, if that's what Kyle wanted. "It would put a smile on my face," Kathy admitted, "and she would love it for the girls today. I don't like change, and I don't care how old your children are. It hurts," she said. When asked if she would join RHOBH full-time, Kathy said she didn't want to do that. "I couldn't because I have my husband, I have my children, my grandchildren. I have other business," she said. "Currently, I love the job I have. I can come in and have a good time with the girls." Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is streaming on Peacock and on Hulu in the UK and Ireland. In the glittering world of Beverly Hills, where opulent mansions and social soirees dominate headlines, family feuds have a way of becoming public dramas. This week, Kathy Hilton, never one to shy away from speaking her mind, shined a new light on the long-rumored rift between her husband, Rick Hilton, and her brother-in-law, Mauricio Umansky. For fans of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, RHOBH, this revelation feels like pulling back a silk curtain on a decades-old tension that has been whispered about but never fully addressed. A rift rooted in real estate. The Hilton name has been synonymous with luxury for generations, and Rick Hilton's place in the world of high-end real estate is legendary. As a principal of Hilton and Highland, he's built a career selling some of the most exclusive properties in the world. Mauricio Umansky, married to Kathy's sister Kyle Richards, spent years working under Rick before branching off to create his own powerhouse firm, the agency. While both men have remained titans in their respective markets, fans and industry insiders have long speculated that professional competition soured their once close bond. Kathy Hilton, always the poised socialite, typically avoids commenting on family tensions in public. Yet in a rare candid moment during an intimate RHOBH after-party interview, she chose to address the feud head-on. "It's not what people think," Kathy said, her trademark soft tone contrasting the weight of her words. "People assume it was just about business, about Mauricio leaving Hilton and Highland and starting the agency. But that's not the full story. There were personal misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and pride on both sides. It was layered, and it's been that way for years." Breaking the Beverly Hills Code of Silence. In Beverly Hills society, loyalty and discretion are considered as valuable as diamonds. For Kathy to speak publicly about something so sensitive surprised even her closest friends. But according to insiders, Kathy's decision stemmed from watching years of speculation paint her husband as cold or unforgiving toward Mauricio. "My husband is one of the most loyal, loving men I know," Kathy emphasized. "Rick doesn't hold grudges the way people think he does. Did he feel hurt when things happened with the agency? Of course he's human. But at the end of the day, family is family. This statement, while diplomatic, stirred up plenty of conversation among RHOBH viewers. On social media, fans debated whether Kathy was softening the narrative for the cameras or truly setting the record straight. Some fans believe Kathy's comments hint that the feud might not have been solely Mauricio's decision, while others argue that business competition naturally strains even the strongest relationships. The Kyle connection. At the heart of the tension sits Kyle Richards, who has spent years navigating her husband's ambitions and her sister's loyalty to Rick. The dynamic played out subtly on camera in earlier RHOBH seasons, where Kyle seemed cautious whenever conversations about real estate came up. Kathy's willingness to speak out may have been motivated, in part, by a desire to protect Kyle from further emotional fallout. Kyle has carried a lot on her shoulders, Kathy admitted during the same discussion. She loves her husband, and she loves her family. Sometimes she's been caught in the middle of situations that had nothing to do with her, and I've always felt bad about that. But Kyle is strong, and she loves deeply. She wants everyone to get along, and so do I. Hope for reconciliation. One of the most surprising parts of Kathy's revelation was her belief that reconciliation is possible. "We're not enemies," Kathy said firmly. "I've always wished Mauricio's success, and I know Rick feels the same deep down. I think time, humility, and understanding can heal almost anything. Life's too short to hold on to grudges." Fans immediately jumped on this sentiment, with many predicting that RHOBH producers might capitalize on this newly softened stance by orchestrating a family sit-down on camera next season. "Can you imagine a Hilton Umansky family dinner episode?" One fan tweeted. "This could be bigger than any Diamond drama." A different side of Kathy Hilton. Kathy Hilton has always been known for her elegant, sometimes aloof demeanor on the show. But by opening up about something so personal, she revealed a more vulnerable side that resonated with viewers. For years she's been perceived as the unflappable matriarch who hosts glamorous events and offers humorous one-liners in confessional interviews. Seeing her speak with genuine emotion about family healing was a refreshing shift. "She really cares about family values, and that came through loud and clear," said one RHOBH producer after the interview aired. "People don't always see that side of Kathy because she tends to keep personal matters private, but when she decides to talk, she speaks from the heart."